Hi everybody, welcome welcome to episode 19 of the Culture Cousins podcast. I'm Tiffany,
I'm Serena.
and we are two cousins criticizing the culture, and we know you can relate. Um, so this is episode 19. We're coming up on 20. I feel like maybe we could do something like special for 20, but we'll talk about that offline. So you know how we usually start with our little mental health check-in. I'll go first this time. My mental health, it's okay. I've been trying to keep busy, um, trying to just work on my creative abilities, try to like build up my work ethic. Um, like just a while ago, I had a headache and I knew I wanted to record some stuff, but I was like, do I really feel like doing this right now? And I was like, I could probably put it off, but then I was like, no, let me go ahead and get it out of the way. So just kind of working on not being so much of a procrastinator, not just with content, but just like period. Um, because I feel like I can't get to where I want to be with procrastination. So just trying to build little habits to help over time, so that's no longer a thing for me. Um, I mean, things are cool. I really don't, you know, um, I don't know, things are cool right now. I can't really complain about anything at the moment. What about you? How are you?
Yeah. I've been kind of going insane lately. This my life has just been like chaotic. Like it was not one thing, it's another. Like
Hmm.
it's always something. But I do have good news because tomorrow I'm gonna be like auditioning for a fashion show. So that's exciting.
Yay!
So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
that's
I'm
really
sure
all
you'll
I have
be amazing.
going on.
That's great. I'm sure
And
you'll do amazing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, that's really all I have going on.
Okay.
I don't really have anything
Okay.
going on besides just my life being super stressful.
Well, I'm glad that you have something planned that you are excited about because I feel like we all need something to look forward to. Even if it's not a lot, it's something. So that's important.
I'm
Um,
honestly nervous about it because um you have to wear like at least 3 inch heels, and that's like the bare minimum I'm comfortable with. So
mm.
I'm just I'm not prepared. I'm
Well,
not prepared.
you should vlog it and take us
Huh?
along on your experience
Yeah, I
if
will.
you feel like it.
Yeah,
Sometimes the thing
because
is
I mean I
with
don't want to
vlogs
be
and
like a
stuff.
runway model. I want to be more like editorial.
Yeah,
But I mean this is a good
for,
start.
for sure. Um, I feel like sometimes with vlogging, like it gets in the way of living through the experience sometimes. Like you be focused on trying to like get the content, but then like you just want to,
Yeah,
well, for me,
I
it
just
takes
want to
away
be
from being,
focused.
yeah. Because I remember one time I went to the On the Run 2 show, and I thought I was gonna be recording every 5 minutes, trying to get everything on film. But when I went in there, like I barely even like I made sure I got a couple clips, just a couple clips. But I was sitting there trying to enjoy the show.
Yeah,
I was like, I ain't have time to be looking through no phone. Why am I looking through the phone?
right.
But anyway, sorry, I just had to get that out. All right, time for some table topics. Table topics. I feel like we should make I don't know, something for that segment. All right, let's see what questions we get. Uh, I feel like we did that one already, and I thought I took the ones we did out.
You know, you should get a
If
new
you could
box.
work, girl, it's like 1,000 questions in here. Um, This one says, if you could work as an assistant to anyone for a year, who would you choose?
Um,
You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Beyonce. Oh,
I think there's like a lag or something, but I'll choose Lizzo just because she seems like a really cool boss, and I don't feel like she'd be like super strict. And like if I was having like a bad day, she would let me like take the day off if I needed, or give me some leeway. And she seems like a good role model, so I choose Lizzo or any celebrity that's like relatable.
yeah. Okay, so mine is Beyonce. I think everybody knows that, right? Because one, I love Beyonce, and I feel like just like how I was talking about like the work ethic and stuff and procrastination. I feel like if I was there to witness her work and what she does and all that she puts into it, then that would like force me to be better. You know, like how they say, who you surround yourself with, or birds of a feather flock together. Like I feel like that would elevate me so much. And
Yeah,
then on top of that, I get to spend time and get experiences with like my favorite person ever.
all
Like,
right.
ugh. And then after 1 year, I'd be like, does this have to be over? Because you know, that was just the game, but we can extend it. And then what if like she was like, oh well, Tiffany, since you are so amazing, you can stay. And I'm like,
I feel
ah,
so
okay.
much pressure.
Yeah, it would be pressure, but good pressure. Good. You with the best of the best. Are you kidding me? And that's what I want to be, the best of the best.
Yeah.
And that's gonna open so many doors for you. Ugh, that's about sports. Pass. We did that already. We did that already. Oh my God. Where would you choose to live if you had to leave this country?
Um, Probably somewhere in Europe, like Paris or um, yeah, probably somewhere like Paris or Puerto Rico, because that's such like a late like the people there seem very like friendly and like welcoming, and there's a lot of like black people
Mhm.
there. So
Mhm.
I'm probably somewhere like that, Puerto Rico or Paris. That's the only place I can really think of. Because Paris can be kind of racist sometimes. But that's why I say Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
Or like just like a Hispanic country. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, I want to say Africa, but it depends on what country it is. Because some places in Africa have very, very strict like laws and stuff. Like, like people don't
Mhm.
realize when you go to another country, it's like a culture shock. It's a whole nother world. I've never been out of the country or anything, but I'm just saying it's like a culture shock. Because a lot of places are very different than the U.S. is. And I feel like Alaska, they have a like I've never been there before. I've just seen that it seems very laid back there, even though Alaska is not technically out of the country because it's a part of the U.S. But I feel like it's out of the country because it's like it's not even connected with us. But
Right.
I'll probably go there or Canada or something like that's not too different, but still like better surroundings and like friendly people. Because I feel like Canada and Puerto Rico have very friendly people.
Okay. For mine, my top two would be, well, I don't know about living there, but I do want to visit Egypt. Like, I feel like in my lifetime, I have to see the essence of our ancestors and culture. Like, Egypt is just so beautiful, just from photos I've seen, and I feel like the culture there is probably so rich, and I just want to some way reconnect with like those roots. And
Yeah.
then outside of that, I wanna now I don't know what the I guess daily life is like, but another place I want to visit is Jamaica. Simply just because I want to be one of them girls that take a picture on the little boat that be in the water, and they
Yeah.
have like the boat that's like made out of sticks. Oh
Uh-huh.
my God, I just want to do that. But those are my top two. We're gonna do a couple more of these questions because there's not much on our topic list, and I want us to have a good amount of for our episode. I feel like we did that before. We did that too. What is one fear you would like to conquer?
Driving.
I'll go first.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
Driving.
Okay.
I just have to conquer that. I'll fix a lot of problems in my life right now.
Okay. For me, I'm kind of working on mine. Um, and because I guess to kind of like this whole content thing and social media, a big part of it is networking. So that means, taking a chance, getting out there, talking to people, not being fearful of rejection, that type of thing. So I feel like I've been doing that with this podcast and just the events of my life outside of this have been kind of forcing me to do that as well. So that's one thing. Another thing is like flying. Like I feel like I used to be completely 100% scared of it, and now it's like not a bad scared. It's just more like a nervous slash excitement type thing. But I will get on a plane now. So before I wouldn't even. I would book my flight and cancel it because I'm like, oh no, I can't do it. But now I'm just at the terminal like, oh no, I can't do it. And it's like, but let's see. I feel like that was related to. Ooh, this is kind of a good one. Would you stop eating junk food to live 5 years longer?
No. I just say no because and just because like I don't drink or smoke or do anything like that. And I feel like that takes off years to realize. So I feel like, the amount of time I don't spend drinking or smoking, I can take advantage of that and eat more drink more junk. So I mean, hey, that'll be my
I like that. That's very rational. And I feel like this is gonna kind of sound bad, but sometimes junk food makes you happy. What if you're not eating the junk food and you live 5 years longer, but you be like, dang, I could sure go for some cheesecake, or dang, I could sure go for some, and you can't do it, and you be sad the whole 5 years.
I mean, I eat a lot of junk food, so I mean, at this point, the 5 years are already gone, so I'm not worried about it. I'm honestly not worried about it.
That's hilarious.
90, 95, 80, 85, I don't really. Doesn't matter.
Oh! I just want to answer this myself. Oh my God, which fabulously impractical car would you like to own? Okay, so for me, like if I feel like because in my head I'm driving like a Lambo at some point in my life, but that's not it. On this, Michael Jackson had a movie called Moonwalker, and in the movie, I think when he was either about to do Smooth Criminal or he was coming from Smooth Criminal, somewhere along in there. I'm gonna try to find it and see if I can put it in the video. But he transformed into a car, and the car was like, I don't even know the name of it. I've never even seen this car outside of that movie, but it was just like amazing to me as a kid. And I guess it would the most like a car that would resemble it now would be like a Lambo because it was very low to the ground and very like sleek looking. But I would just love to drive a car like that. What about you?
I honestly don't know because I'm not into cars.
Yeah,
I don't have my license, so I don't really know.
My bad. Sorry if that was triggering. I just like I like I just okay, so I'm like into cars, but I'm just into them from the outside. Like I have no idea what an
Mhm.
engine number is or what are all that other
Yeah.
crap. But like, if I see a amazing looking car, I'm like, oh my God, I need to drive that car.
Mhm.
Ugh. What remains undone that you wanted to get done for years? Meeting Beyonce. Like enough is enough already. But you know what? I think the reason why I haven't met Beyonce is because I'm not prepared for that yet. That's that's mature me talking because after I've met people, mm, like I feel like I feel like you know how you have something in your head that you may say to someone, but when it happened, you kind of like off guard. And I
Yeah.
feel like if I met her, I feel like I have to be. I feel like I have to become more experienced in this world before that happens.
Yeah.
Like have done like more communications like that, so I won't be like super starstruck, and I can actually communicate what I feel because I feel like if I could, then it would be a memorable experience for both of us.
Right.
But now I'm just gonna be like, that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
but
I mean,
but
who
you know what?
wouldn't?
I would be cool if I could. Yeah, but I just wanna I want to be able to convey the impact that she's had on my life. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that would be so necessary. But and there's probably some other stuff too. But that's like the that's probably something that I've been wanting to happen for the longest amount of time.
Mhm.
The newer things are just like more short term.
Yeah.
So for you, what remains undone that you wanted to get done for years?
Um, I hate to say, keep saying this answer, but I mean, I don't really have anything else. Just getting my license, honestly. And yeah, I don't really have any. I mean, just because that was just the only thing that really resonates with that question, I guess. I don't really have any.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna put these table topics to the side because we done did enough of them, and I'm gonna have to go through them and um
Just mix them all back up in there and don't
detox.
start it.
No, because out of 1,000 cards, why I keep picking the same one? Okay. Hot topics. First thing on the list, your boy Breezy. So Chris Brown has been allegedly charging $1,000 for meet and greets. There have been some uh wow. I'm sorry, I just saw something on my phone. But there have been some pictures circulating of the fans taking pictures with Chris of the caption, uh Chris Brown meet and greets $1,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my thoughts on this. Um it's two things, and I did a Tiffany's takes on this. It's uploading soon to my YouTube. I mean, yeah, my YouTube and my Instagram, Tiffany Ave. And this is kind of gonna be the same thing, but it's okay. Um, so it's two sides to this. Chris Brown is talented. He's an amazing performer. I feel like, you know, if he charged a higher amount, it's understandable. But 1,000, I mean, okay. I kind of go back and forth with my head about this because then I think about would I pay $1,000 to take a picture with Beyonce, or would I pay $1,000 to meet Beyonce? Um, I just feel like for the people that pay $1,000 is probably no big deal, but you probably more than likely the people that really love Chris may not have $1,000 to spend on a meet and greet. And of course, you can still go to the show. You
Yeah.
can get a ticket. You can sit up in the nosebleeds, and you can still go. But everyone knows that's not the same thing. Like, I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
So, if you really want to, like, say for instance, when Chris Brown came out, you was a big fan. You was in middle school, high school, whatever, and you love Chris, and you find out that it's $1,000 to meet him. Like some people might really have an emotional breakdown over the fact that they ain't got $1,000 to go see this man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, on one end, I get it because, and I still think $1,000 is too high. Like if I was Chris Brown, I understand you talented, all that, but 500, you
Right.
can do a VIP 500. That's still a good
Right.
amount of money. And the fact that you making it a little bit less, you're gonna get more people to buy it, so you could still end up making the same profit that you wanted initially.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, but I do like his pictures though that he took with them.
Yeah.
He appeared to be like engaged and nice with everyone in the
Mhm.
pictures.
You better be for
Like
a
they
thousand
got their
dollars.
yeah, like you got your money's worth. But my thing is like some people say that they don't want to get too close to people. Well, guys more so. With women, they don't want to get close to them because they don't want like no allegations or stuff like that. So that's just you know. But I feel like if I ask to take a picture with you, then you don't obviously don't mind getting close to the person. I don't get that, but I mean, I kind of get that too because anybody could say anything just to make a come up.
Yeah.
But and some people feel like they just gotta protect themselves. But at this point, Chris Brown like really don't have nothing to lose. He done had pretty much had to deal with everything. Um,
Mhm.
so that's just kind of my thoughts. They're all over the place, but
Yeah. I mean, I feel
that's
like with the like, if I say for example, like maybe if he had charged $1,000 and like, well, people pay $1,000 and he selected maybe 5 people to go with him on tour or take him out to lunch and or sit in a recording studio session with him or something like that. Maybe like 5 selected individuals that paid, I guess, I mean, or something like that, where it's not too overwhelming for him. Because I mean, that way, or maybe them not having to pay that much for that either way, just do it for free. I mean, I feel like his
hmm
fans really come through for him. So I mean, I feel like just spend some actual time with them if they're paying $1,000. Take all those people that
right.
paid $1,000, take them out to dinner or something. Um, Make them feel like they really got something out of it. But I mean, I don't feel like you should shame people too much for because I mean, at the end of the day, that's their money. So clearly, if they got $1,000, they got it to spend. So I don't think that's like a big deal. But I mean, Chris Brown, I mean, yeah, he is talented and stuff, but I mean, he's a known abuser and he's a colorist. And it's just like, I mean, it's like weird to see mostly dark skinned women in these photos. Like, it's odd. Like, I mean, I guess, I mean, those people seem like they've probably been a Chris Brown friend for a long time. So I guess that's not really the point. But my thing is just like, you don't really like us for real. Like, you don't really like dark skinned women or really respect us. Like if you try to get in the club section with him, he's probably like, go away. Like, like I just can't with him. Like, I would never do that. I mean, if I had the money, I can't even say if I had the money I would do that because that's just for a one photo. Like no. Now if I had got like a full package deal and we got to like do a lot of stuff, I got to talk to them and spend time with them, then yeah, I would do it. Because I feel like that's the same as going to a concert. Because at a concert, you're getting like an experience. You're getting T-shirts. You're getting to see them perform songs for hours and stuff like that. So that's different. But just for me to come show up to a place that I probably had to drive to and then just take one photo, like I don't know, I couldn't do it. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
feel like it's just kind of weird. Like I would never do that. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I just feel like it's just like no point in spending $1,000 on someone who isn't really a good person. Like, I mean, yeah, he's talented, good for him, but it's just like he doesn't seem like a good person. I mean, of course, they don't see it that way, but it's just like Chris Brown though, I couldn't.
When you brought it up about the section thing, that reminds me of that video. I wanna because we didn't talk about this, but the girl that tried to go to his section. So aside from the issues that need to be addressed with that. I did not know that, and I don't club a lot, and I probably aren't in the ones where celebrities are, but I didn't know that you could just walk up and try to get into somebody's section. I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't know I could be out and ooh, I wanted to use Trey Songz, but
I mean, it could be like
I
their
didn't know I could be
section
out.
or like their party or something. And it could be like a waiting or a line, and they're like see people who coming in, like, oh no, I don't want her to come in here, stuff like that. It can not necessarily be like maybe like local clubs, but maybe like more upscale like type of clubs, like where it's like maybe other celebrities attending too, and you could be like maybe like a D-list celebrity, and he's like the A-lister at the party, and they don't let you in or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's kind of like that, not necessarily like they're there to perform or like social appearance. Because if it's a special appearance, then of course people can come to that because it's like, oh, Chris Brown, like for example, Chris Brown is coming to Columbia this upcoming Saturday for appearance. So I mean, of course, everybody can come to that. But if it's like an exclusive Hollywood special party and it's their party, then it's like, okay, they can kind of control like, oh, I only want certain girls here, or not these kind of girls like that close to me and stuff like that, or not really acknowledge, other people that are around him that may not look light skinned or white or whatever you like. So.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, say for instance, I'm at the upscale party and Chris
Mm-hmm.
Brown is there, and the girl said we went to go to Chris Brown's section, and my thing is that's first of all in itself that's bold to me. Like if Chris
Right.
Brown didn't invite me personally, I'm not walking over there to try
Right.
to just with him. Like that blew my mind. I'm like, this girl just
Yeah.
walked over.
Right.
Like I was. That's just the. I mean, of course, the other part is bad, but I was just like shocked. I was like, wait, she just walked over there? Like she didn't know Chris Brown or know somebody that was with him? Like I just couldn't. I couldn't do that,
Yeah.
regardless of what. Like they would have to be like, hey, Chris Brown want me to come. Like want you to come on da 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 da. Like I'm not just walking out of the blue or whoever. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Next thing on the list. So viewer request. Ding, ding, ding. The topic of Ibiza. Okay, so apparently Ibiza is the new hot spot. It's the new Tulum. It's the new where a lot of people go. Um, so like back in the pandemic, Tulum was the hot spot because I guess they were allowing people to come without, any restrictions or whatever. So apparently, post pandemic, Ibiza is the new it places. We've seen a lot of the Instagram girlies, Meg the Stallion, I think City Girls, Lori Harvey, those trendy women, vacationing in Ibiza. I've heard a couple of guys talking about Ibiza. So it's like the new hot spot. Here's my thing, and this is just in general when it comes to influencers. I am starting to hate that word because I feel like it should be called something else, like maybe just popular instead of influencers. Because these influencers do not, well, most of them just follow the trends. They're not necessarily creating new waves or new styles. They just kind of do whatever's hot at the moment. And I'm like, that's not what influence means. Well, no, because you could see an influencer doing something and that influences like the average world of people and then they aspire to do it. So it is at one point, but at like it is in one way. But to me, influencer means or what I strive to do is um create new trends. So say for instance, if everybody is going to Ibiza, I'm gonna find a different spot to go to try to make hot, because
Yeah.
that I feel like that's what influence is. I feel like they need to refer to them as something different if they're gonna just do whatever's hot. Like maybe like trending or popular or whatever. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, but I just feel like influence is more like creator of a thing
Mhm.
versus just following a thing.
Yeah.
But for Ibiza itself, it looks beautiful in the pictures. I don't see, you know, uh, a problem with Ibiza. I'm not sure even where that's located, but Mediterranean, an
Mhm.
island in the Mediterranean Sea. Um, it's near Spain, and that's pretty much the highlights of it. A lot of water, um, blue, light blue ocean. Um, listed as one of the best places to travel in 2022. So that could be the cause for the spike in visits. But yeah, that's the new place now, and you'll probably see people that you're following visiting Ibiza. But um, yeah, that's just my take.
Yeah.
Um, any thoughts on that?
Good for them. I'm glad they have somewhere to go. But like you said,
You
like I
sound
feel
like
like
Nikki when she said, "Sorry, I forgot that it's doing like a echo thing." But you sound like Nikki when she said, "And if you don't like me, then watch your mouth." When you did that, good for you.
but
But go ahead, my bad.
like I feel like I mean it's okay that everyone's going there. I mean I feel like they just celebrities feel like they have to have a place away from everybody else. So I feel like that's the only reason that a place like that exists. So I mean I don't really think it's that big of a deal because like I mean if they want to go there, then let them go there. And it's like if you're an influencer, I don't feel like there has to be pressure for you to like necessarily start your own place to go. But I feel like you need to go. I feel like it's something as long as you're doing it because you genuinely want to do something, then that's fine. Like as soon as you start doing something because you see someone else doing it, that's when it becomes like a problem. And that's not for celebrity. That's just for anybody. And I feel like
Mhm.
you're still an influencer, even if you are technically doing what everyone else is doing, as long as you're doing it because you want to, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, last thing on our list we have, and you brought this up, so I'm gonna let you lead the convo on this. Pink sauce drama on TikTok and other social medias.
Um,
So can you give us an update?
but there's like this lady, she has her own like small business and she makes like this sauce. Well, she's a chef, but she makes like this sauce in her, I think she lives in Florida, and she makes a sauce for like the people that she, chefs for or may cook for. She makes sauce for them, but she recently started selling it. And like there's been drama because basically it's not when the people who are receiving it, it's not coming out looking how it's supposed to. Like on at her house when she records it herself, it's like more of a dark Pepto Bismol color, but then when it gets to the person, it's like a very light, almost white by the time it gets to whoever she's mailing it out to. And then on the back, the number of grams that's inside is not accurate. Like with I think the calories and the grams of how much is inside of the bottle got switched. So it said like 30 grams and 444 calories or something like that. It was something was backwards. And then vinegar was spelled wrong. She had like misspellings and stuff like that. And it was just overall, I guess, unprofessional. And I guess the whole discourse
Yeah.
around the um the whole discourse around like the conversation is like some people feel like you're like bashing a black woman or bashing small businesses, and then some people are just like, well, no one's like bashing her. It's just people could die by eating spoiled products if it's not like prepared, in a good way. in a safe manner. And you got like all these TikTok
Yeah.
scientists and people who know stuff about like food safety and stuff like that, like kind of correcting her. And then she got on live saying that the pink sauce is just in testing. And then everyone was like, well, if it's in testing, then why are you selling it? You know? And then like there's a whole like conversation about how it tastes. And she can't really describe how it tastes. No one can describe how it tastes.
I was gonna ask that. What is it supposed to taste like?
Well, she says, so a lot of
But no
people
one
say
knows.
it tastes like ranch. And then other people saying like it kind of has like a little spicy feel to it. But another thing is like the consistency of it is very watery. It's like almost soupy. When I see people put it on stuff, it's like soupy. And then people started making fun of her, and like they started taking ranch and putting like food coloring in it, and started making green sauce and blue sauce and stuff, and taking like barbecue sauce and calling it brown sauce. So, I mean, I just thought it was kind of funny. I mean, I want to see. I feel like two things can be true at the same time. I feel like I feel like it's important to correct her and like let her know that you need to like make sure your stuff is right before you put it out, but don't be like extremely harsh on her because I mean, yes, she made a big mistake, but at the same time, it takes a lot of confidence to make your own product and sell it out to the world, and stuff like that. And it takes a lot of energy and time to do it as well. And I also feel like you should give her respect for that. And so I feel like two things can be true at the same time. I don't feel like people should like bash her too hard because like half the people that bashed her didn't even order it in the first place. So yeah, I just feel like people can be really harsh on each other.
That's so true. I feel like in this whole social media era, I feel like um it's easy to go from like just living a normal life to like extreme success sometimes, or extreme views, or being put under a microscope. And like everyone is not aware of the proper channels you're supposed to take to have like a successful business or product. They just see people in the comments saying, "Hey, well, can you make some of this for us?" Or, "Hey, why don't you start selling these?" And then you just innocently like, "Oh, well, these people want me to sell it. All right, fine. I'll try it." And then you just trying to do something to please, people that are watching you, and then you end up getting criticized for it and shamed. And it probably just started out that simple. She probably made a video, went viral. Somebody was like, they start putting in the comments, "Oh, what they say, box this up and make it a recipe, da 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 da," like that. And she's like, "All right, bet." And she has no idea that the heat probably making her ingredients like explode or whatever in the bottle. She had no idea that's happening. And just give her some time to like get it together. I think what she should do is maybe pause on the shipments until she brings someone in and have them review it. You got to find people to help you once you get on a certain scale. So, like professional people, because everything can't be sold out your home. Everything can't just be put into a bottle and shipped. Like, it's a reason why, things have like production companies or assembly, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't sell stuff. But you have to take stuff like that seriously, because now you're getting consumers, involved in the process and people's lives, and they're consuming, like literally eating or digesting your product. So you have to take that under a whole nother regard. If someone's like literally, I can see if it's something where you are making something where you just put into your home, like you make trying to make like I don't know, a TV or something where, well, that may could harm you too, but not where it's like direct contact. So I feel like depending on what your product is, you have to be careful about how you uh, present it to people, and you have to take it seriously if it's something that can like is like life altering. But at the same time, people should understand this is just one woman, you know, self-made, I'm assuming, just trying to get it together. And like you said, allow her some leeway, some grace to get it done. And if you got something to say, don't roast the lady for trying to be a businesswoman. Maybe go online. You got time to sit there and write negative comments. You can go online, maybe do some research and say, hey, I found a person that helps with food safety. Maybe look at this, send the link. Or hey, I know this other TikToker, they sell food too. You may want to reach out to them and see what they're doing to help you with this issue. Like, be of some assistance. Don't just put negative energy out there into the world. Like, them comments, like, I done had enough of them comments. Like, people be doing the most in them comments. And you could take that energy that you're using for negativity and help the lady if you really want her to be successful. And you already know that black women, women of color, are going to be scrutinized 10 times higher than a person that's not a woman of color or a black woman. Like, so we already are at a disadvantage when we start. And then sometimes people in the comments be the same people, like doing the most. I'm like, do we really want, like, we always say, hey, I need this person to represent us. I need representation. Oh, black entrepreneurs, black women, da 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 da. And then as soon as you find something that you can use against the person, like you just, I hate when I get on a rant. But that's all I'm saying. Like, don't be negative. Find a way to help the lady if you can, and just, and if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. You ain't gotta buy it. You ain't gotta follow her. Like, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's people that are selling it and people that are buying it. So people that are buying it, let that be their problem.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you get something and you feel suspicious about it, you know when you open something, if it don't look right, send it back. Ask for a refund. You ain't got to do all that and then be done with it. And if it tastes like ranch, just go to the store and get some ranch. When you said it tastes like ranch, I was like, what is the fuss about that? But I get maybe if you're trying to support, you just want to support it. And if that's the case, if you just want to support it, buy it. You ain't got to use it. Just buy it. That's the case. Okay. All right. So actually, guys, that is all that we had on our topic list for this episode. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, Culture Cousins Podcast, on YouTube, on Instagram, Twitter. We on all socials, TikTok. You can follow us individually. I'm at Tiffany Ave. Zarina is Love You to Pieces on Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna link it in the description. Again, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and we will see you next episode.